in the recent Bassmaster Lake Fork event, one thing that I noticed, and a lot of other you guys noticed too, was there were guys fishing shallow, but there were guys fishing shallow and looking at that screen. And guys, today in this video, I'm going to show you guys a couple docks, a fallen tree right here, what that thing looks like on the Livescope, and what these guys are actually looking at, okay? Because they're utilizing their technology to actually go throw at fish and give themselves a higher percentage chance of catching a bass. Let's go get to it. Okay guys, here we are. I'm right now at a dock, okay, and I've never fished this dock before, by the way. I got me this little jig. It's a little tungsten, half-ounce tungsten Kitech jig, okay. Now what we're about to do is kind of show you some Livescope examples. Hopefully my screen recording's working good today, and of how like for example, the Bassmaster Lake Fork event, I saw guys flipping and pitching docks. Some were utilizing the Livescope, and I'm just going to show you guys examples of how you can still use this to flip. So there goes, you see my jig right there. So you see my jig go, but you can look up under this dock. Now I'm not going to come up here, like I said, I've never fished these docks. I'm kind of doing this blind to see, like there is a fish right there, guys, over there kind of swimming around. He's on the bottom pretty slow, but guys, just to show you that you can see your jig, you can see fish. Okay, like I said, there's that kind of fish off right there. He's out there off the surface, guys. And I just threw it some back there. Ooh, crappie. There's some crappie, guys. I wish I had my craps. I've seen a lot of crappie today. But so like, look, there's the dock. Now I'm here, you know, this isn't a flatter dock. There looks like there's one up under there. And you know, I mean, then it becomes a game of trying to get that guy out. So there goes my jig right there. It looked like there was a fish under there. And now here I am, guys. I don't got Ultra X. I'm just here fishing, you know, and trying to show you guys. And you see my jig there hopping. But some of those guys were spot locking and then coming back and fishing these docks. And you can do that too. But it just kind of helps you with these, you know, and sometimes it's the younger guys. I'm just looking out here now, guys, as I'm talking, but you see all that brush out there and rock. But when you're fishing this shallow cover like this, like a dock or a brush, and if you are looking for fish, you can then go throw and fish them. You don't got to watch them eat the jig, and you know, you don't got to go up, you know, but you don't got to watch it off precisely, but you can set up and then throw. There's some more. I need to get the crappie stuff out, guys. You see them dudes? There they are. Crappie. I need to get my stuff out. So, but anyway, guys, so that's just one example of a dock right here. I'm going to go up to another one. Like I said, these are more steeper docks. There's a fish. Y'all see that fish? He's way up under there. Now, guys, I'm going to come up here just to a floating dock, okay? And there's a little opening right there. Once again, never been here before, guys, at this lake or in this creek. Not out here long, but right away, let's just kind of look. You're looking at the screen. If it's all coming through, there's some brush down there. That could be a fish up there tight to the bottom, about 50 foot away. I'm going to go ahead and let's make a cast up in this guy and see. There's my jig. Okay, so now look way up there, guys. There's some fish way up there shallow. I just pointed at him, 60 foot. Way up there against the back of that dock. So that's kind of cool. Where'd my jig go? So guys, you mean like you got to watch your jig the whole time? No. You know, I'm not going to say to watch your jig the whole time. You do you, but it's just cool going up there and being able to see fish up there shallow and fish up there like they're way up there. Now that dude, okay, that could be the back. I say there's some. That could be the back of that. We also got this boat right here, and they can be under that boat, okay? Sometimes, oh, there's one right there. Y'all see that dude? That dude's swimming now. How they've been acting today, guys, they've not been really in a feeding mood. These fish, like y'all see that fish right there on the side of that dock, okay, he's right there. These fish, I wish I had a wacky worm or like wacky worm or what. Oh no, he's further back. Y'all see I just casted right here. That dude is further back there. I wish I had a wacky worm or like an Ozark rig kind of tied on it, kind of throw and see. But these fish today, that might not be a bass. That's a big fish, guys. I'm just gonna go make a guess. Not a bass. Okay, cool. Y'all got to see. Why is it not a bass, Jimmy? That thing's as long as that box. That's why it's not a bass. So, but today the fish guys have been reacting to bait so slow. I've thrown in a couple of jerk baits. Alabama rigs are not just reacting fast. It's just kind of weird today that they're not. You know, it's been a little bit of a warming trend. You think they would. Now, guys, right there, you see that? And what's in front of me now is grass. I'm just showing you right there, just some grass, okay? So if you thought you saw some fish, you can flip in that too. But that's one thing I just want to share with you guys. We're going to keep going through here and see if I can find some fish. But at Fork, those dudes, I mean, some of them young guys, I mean, they're being precise in knowing that they're throwing at fish, okay? I mean, they're not just gonna, like, I mean, they might still make some blind cast, but they're gonna know that there are fish in the area. That's one thing that they're doing. They're gonna make sure that they're there, okay? Like there's a dude right there. That's a dude swimming around back there. Don't know what he is. Could be that dude that we saw back there. What do we do if I throw a jig at him real quick? The old throw behind technique. The old throw behind. See if I can get my jig on him. Nope. He moved. He's going to the left. I threw to my right. He's going to the left. That's one thing too about reading fish, guys. So I threw to my right. That dude's going to my left. There he is right there. 40 feet out. So he's still going to my left. He is still going to the left. Guys, it's over there swimming around, just having a... Okay guys, so we got another dock right here. There's no boat in this one. And we got I just noticed, look, we got a catfish floating. I wonder what's going on with that guy. Now, guys, he don't look good. Right there, there's a fish kind of hanging out in front. You see there's a brush pile out there, and there's some fish right there around the brush pile. Now guys, if I'm getting prepared for a tournament, okay, one thing you can do is come up here and look in some of these areas and then pick out areas where you see fish. You don't got to cast at them right now. That's one thing those guys were just doing at Fork. Okay, now I'm not fishing Fork. This lake is nothing like Fork, by the way. But those guys, you know, I mean, they're coming up here looking at these areas. Now, I mean, if you want to throw a lure, of course, without hooks and see if they react like bass, then yeah, you can do that, okay? And that's all right. But that's just to kind of show you guys. I know a lot of dudes, look at that dude, look at that dude, he's chasing that jig out. Chasing that jig out, not really chasing it out. I'm telling you, the fish are just like, he's like, nope, I don't want that jig. How about that? How about that? So, but that's one of the things, guys, that these guys are doing. The really good ones, man, will go and notice. There's a couple fish in that pile. You see some fish down there, kind of that pile? But they'll come and notice areas and pick areas out, and then come back and refish them. Now, some of those guys, of course, in those 4-day tournaments, guys, they got to practice during the tournament, too. It ain't like you just find one group of fish for 4 days. Me and you, I mean, when we fish tournaments, it's singles. There's some fish under this dock. Or whoa. There's some fish right there. Y'all see them fish kind of right there? That dude's swimming around over there. He's up there shallow. So, guys, once again, you can use this. There goes my jig. Goes my jig. And he didn't react at all. So, either... fish does not want jig, or that's not a bass up there, okay? Bass typically, guys, they're gonna come swim and check it out. That dude didn't even act like he wanted any part of it, okay? And that was cool just for y'all to see that, hey, with the spring upcoming, you can still use this to be precise on fishing for fish shallow, okay? Now, like I'm back over here, the shallow segment, okay, y'all see, like that right there could be a bass back there at 35 feet, or could be a fish. He's kind of moving away now. But just to show you guys that some of those guys, when you're watching at Fork, I mean, at that recent event at Fork, if you did, I mean, those guys, yeah, look at that big old fish. Look at that giant fish right there. I mean, look at that dude. See how he acts. Saying that's a catfish. Oh, we're gonna throw that jig right in front of you. Just come on, eat that dude. He's like, nope. 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 Yeah, so I'm seeing a lot of fish in here, guys. So but just to show you guys that you can use this for shallow water fishing. When you see those guys pitching at trees and pitching at docks, I mean, they're throwing what they think are fish. They're seeing those dots and they're throwing at them. And just to be more, I say, precise, or just knowing that, hey, I'm actually throwing at a fish. Now, once again, catfish and other species can be around these trees, all right? Okay, guys, I'm getting the boat turned around. I've already thrown at these fish, but just to show you another example of how you can use this kind of to fish for some shallow areas, okay? That's a tree, a fallen in tree, and I've already thrown at these fish, and man, they're not gonna bite. The water's so clean, and I actually went up there and saw them with my eyes. So just to verify they were bass for you guys, because they were, how they were reacting, chasing out. So I first threw a jig in there, saw them all come out. Then I threw a swim bait in there, nothing, and then I threw, I'm gonna throw this Alabama rig and see what they do. But they're like, there's one you see way up there right now. It's kind of dotted up. And there's another one right there. They're about 50 feet away. I want to lose my Alabama rig in this thing, but let's see if I can throw this dude and reel it, see if they come out. If there's wind in this, I'm saying they might. So there's my Alabama rig. You see that one right there coming, okay? Yep, he's not gonna come eat it though. Like I said, he knows something's wrong. There's his buddies down there. And yeah. So just to kind of show you how, like, there they all are right there. They're all right there. Kind of crazy. And like here, I'm just gonna throw this chandelier at them. Yo, chandelier. There we go. So earlier, guys, like all of them came out. Like there's so many fish, and you guys can kind of see them right there. These are not big fish, guys. They're like 12 to 15 inches. I saw like 5 of them with my eyes up here as they came out though earlier. But this guy's kind of just another to show y'all. As you saw, that one came out. He came out to let all of his buddies know that there they all kind of are at the edge of that right there. He let his buddies know that. Yep. Oh, I see them. Can y'all see them? There's small fish there. Can y'all see them? I don't know if y'all can. I need to give y'all my glasses. I got my code Waterland JE15. There's a good one down. There's a 2-pounder down there swimming around. Bunch of little guys. There's one up there. Anyway, just for y'all to see. Let me know what you think about this video, guys. I got more Livescope footage videos for you, as y'all know. And I haven't gone back here. One of them come out and eat it. And so if you guys are interested, check them down. I'm going to put some here on my end screen for you guys. And we'll see you on the next one.